Dancing, dancing, dancing. Okay. Hello and welcome to another video. This is the Crafty Cottage. My name is Tuesday. I am so glad that you're here today. Today we are going to be doing a long-awaited video that I promised you guys a long time ago. Today we are going to be putting together the cover for a junk journal. A few months ago I showed you guys this junk journal that I made. I did a little flip through of it and I promised that I was going to show you guys how I made it. Well, I'm not fully fulfilling my promise today because I'm not making one exactly like this. This one I made out of a book and I made it to where the inserts can come in and out as I please. But today we are going to start the process of making a junk journal that the signatures are in. They are not going to come out. It's not going to be made from a book. I'm going to make this one completely from scratch. So, I am very, very excited for this. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time and I'm just now getting around to being able to do it. Like I said, today we are just going to be making the cover, so we're going to be making the outside of our book. But, like I said, we are not using a book to make this. We are going to be using something else that I'm going to be telling you about as soon as we get into the actual video and I stop rambling on in this intro. But first, I wanted to go ahead and say, let's grab our tea. Today I have Earl Grey in this cute cup. Look at this cup. Isn't it cute? I can't really show you the handle that well, but it's got 2 apples and a pin, and it says something about teachers. It's right here, you can read it. I got this for working at my VBS this year. Isn't it cute? This is like one of my favorite cups. It's so cute. Anyway, Earl Grey tea, honey and milk, and our candles. For today's candle, I am doing Champagne Toast by Bath & Body Works. I think they still have this scent. I got it, I want to say springtime. I've had it for a while, I just haven't featured it on the channel yet, but I'm going to be lighting this one today and it smells amazing. I figured today we could shy away from the fall scents even though it is fall time and it is great. I did want to tell you guys that a storm might be brewing around here, so if you hear any weird sounds that sound similar to thunder, that's probably what it is. I have my window, it's not open, but it is, the blinds are open. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that so that you are not startled if that happens, because I am planning on attempting to talk the whole time, if not most of the time. So, without further ado, let's light our candles and get into this video. Here are my candle and tea, but for space's sake, I'm going to move them out of the way. Still able to reach them, I just need more space than what I have here. Alright, so this is going to be a multi-video experiment. Lately I have been experimenting with different crafts, so I have only ever made this junk journal, and I've showed it to you guys before, so I'm not going to show it to you again. If you would like to look at it, I will link it up here somewhere for you guys to check out the flip through of this junk journal. But it's got signatures, and I made it to where you can take them out if you so choose. They're not permanently in there. So, I've only ever made this one, and this one's made out of a book. You can hear it, you can tell that this used to be a book. So, we are going to be making a different one, completely out of scratch. So, this is new for me, probably going to be new for you if you're going to do it with me. So, let's go ahead and dive in, because I am so excited. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to need, if you're doing this project with me, are boxes. So, I am using these boxes today. It's chipboard if you watch any other junk journal making videos. I'm using cereal boxes or this kind of box, like thin cardboard, chipboard. I'm going to be using this to make the journal today. So first things first, I'm just going to deconstruct my boxes so that I have an open area to work with, kind of like that. So just gotta find where they're connected and pull them open. While I'm doing this, I'm also deciding how big I want to make, that ripped more than I wanted, how big I want to make my journal. So the average size of a journal is between a 5 by, I want to say 5 by 8 to a 6 by 9. And I usually watch, this box is giving me trouble. I usually watch the Paper Outpost when I am looking at journal making, and she makes her journals 9 by 6, so I think that is what I'm going to be doing today. Alright, so all my boxes are open. I'm going to actually take this one first, my Pop-Tart box and my ruler, and I'm actually going to measure out how big one section is. Alright, so it's about 6.5 by 5.5. So that's not gonna work yet. The Ritz box is almost 7 3/4 by 6.5. So what I think I'm gonna end up doing, because I need, I'm gonna need to, what am I trying to say? I'm gonna need to make this thicker because just one sheet or one piece of this is not going to be thick enough to make a journal cover out of. So I think I'm going to cut all of my pieces apart and measure from the cereal boxes 9 by 6 and then give it thickness with the other boxes. So let's go ahead and do that really fast. I don't have a craft mat, but I do have a plastic cutting board and a craft knife. So that's all I'm going to be using today. So let's start here. I also need to invest in a metal ruler. I just haven't done that yet. But this ruler has the metal piece on the end, so alright. So you could just cut this with scissors. I'm gonna need a craft knife. I guess you could also tear it. You could like put the ruler down and tear it. But I want crisp edges for my journal right now. So I'm just going to cut this flap off. And then we're going to cut this one off. And one more. Always make sure when you're crafting to retract your craft knife. You don't want to cut yourself. Alright, so now I have this one. I have saved these pieces because we're going to have to make a spine. So these realistically are going to be the covers. I'm going to have to cut them down, but this is the covers. We may use these for spines. So now I need to cut the other cereal box so that we have enough thickness going on. So we're going to align the ruler, get the craft knife. Whoop. Make sure you hold firm on your ruler so that it doesn't slide around while you're trying to cut, because then you don't have a straight line. Ooh, wow, okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. You didn't even see that, that's good, okay. I accidentally cut too far over. I wasn't holding flush to the ruler. All right, that's okay. We can work on that. Not work on that, we'll figure that out. So make sure that you are pushing firm against the ruler so that it doesn't slide off. And then you don't have a straight line. All right, so then we just need to cut. I'm gonna measure 9 by 6 on this one really quickly. Need to grab a pencil. So I'm going to measure, okay. Here is 6. And I'm gonna come up here and do it again just so I make sure I have it everywhere, depending on where I cut off for the 9. 6 by 9. All right. So what I'm gonna do first is actually cut off this top piece right here. I'm gonna cut off this piece right here and this piece because it is not going to be part of it. But once I actually cut the marks I just made, they'll be part of it. So I'm gonna cut them off before I cut it down to size. Alright, so here is my 9 mark. I'm just going to align my ruler, make sure I get a nice straight edge. And this chipboard is thin enough, it usually only takes one swipe to get the cut. And here is my mark for my 6. Just need to align the ruler and cut. So like I said, this is going to be a multiple video, multiple day project. Right now we are just doing the beginning stages. So there is one piece of my cover, and now I just need to do that again on this one. This side is straighter than that side. There's 6 inches. Do it again just in case. 6 inches by 9 inches. Gonna cut off this top piece. Cut off the 9. Make sure your ruler is aligned straight. We don't want any crooked ends on our journals. And the 6. And there is piece number 2. Lines up very nicely with piece number 1. Okay, piece number 3. When watching the Paper Outpost make journals, she does 3 pieces of chipboard thick. I will see if I can get these other pieces, other cardboard pieces that I have, the Ritz and Pop-Tart box. I will see if I can get those to fit within my area to make it, to give it the thickness. Okay, this side. Make sure you align. there is that piece. And then I have one more cereal box that I need to cut. There is 6. There is 6. And there is 9. Okay, and now we cut our pieces. Then I need to cut this little flap off. Where am I? That's where I'm gonna cut. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. That was not a very good cut. Try that again. Okay, all right. Now we cut our pieces. That was not a straight line. Try that again. It is very, very important that your ruler is aligned and does not slide just like that. It just slid again. Okay, hold on. It also helps if you don't have your ruler or your craft knife out very far, like maybe like 1 or 2 little square pieces out, but that's really all you need. You don't have to put it out very far. Okay, and then we're going to align. All right, I have my 4 pieces. So one will be the front cover and one will be the back cover. You can already see if I align these. You can see, oop, wrong one, the thickness that it's going to have. So I am now going to attempt, oh, wrong way, to cut these other pieces to fit on there. Okay. So there's my 9, and then Alright, so first step, I am just going to cut this piece off. And this can be used for a different project later. Okay, I'm going to cut this piece off. Alright, and back. Sorry, my sister called me. Man, that's 2. I recorded a video yesterday. My dad called me in that one. Apparently my family just needs me all the time. Alright, we're getting to the final stretch. There it is. Okay. I couldn't remember where I put the mark. Alright, right here. Ooh, that means I need to cut this one too. Hold on. That's the cat being annoying. I wanted a dog and Titus said no, so we got a cat. Alright, there's one extra piece for that one. And then we need one more. Can I get one to fit here? Probably, but I'm not going to use that. Could get it to fit that way though. Woo! Knocking stuff over. Excuse me. So yeah, you can do this process with, like I said earlier, a book. And I do plan on doing another video showing you guys that process. I just haven't had a chance, like I said, to even do this one. So I'm slowly working on it. But after we get this one done, I'm going to then show you guys how to make it out of a book, because this is a really, really fun process. I really enjoy journal making. I'm attempting to start it as a business. So, like I said, this is my first journal. I am taking you guys along for the ride on making it. So hopefully I can get this one made, and we'll see if, that wasn't a good cut. We'll see if it's something that I can continue doing. I really hope so, because I really enjoy journal making. Wasn't straight. That wasn't straight either. One more. Alright. So now we have all of our pieces. I think the cat wants out. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. He wouldn't leave, so the door's just open. Okay, make sure you retract your craft knife before you throw it off to the side. All right, so we have all of our little pieces over here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's clean out a space. Excuse me. I am going to throw away all of the small pieces, but I am going to be keeping like the bigger pieces because we can use this for the spine. So I'm just digging through and looking for the small pieces. I think I got them all. Okay. So then we're just going to move all of these off to the side. Actually, we need a spine. Okay. What size spine do we want? Let's do, no, bigger one than that. Let's do, that would be a good size spine, I think. How big is this? 2 inches? Alright, we're gonna do a 2-inch spine. I think that'll fit about 3 signatures in it. So we need 9 inches. Okay, that's not gonna work. Is this 2 inches? Nope. And we are gonna need 3 pieces of this since so it'll be the same thickness as the rest of the journal. So I'm just going to take these big side pieces and cut those. So I'm going to get rid of all these. So we need 2 inches. Okay, and we need 9 inches. So I'm going to mark here and here. Okay, I'm going to do that on these real fast. So now we are going to cut with our craft knife. And again, like I said, you could do this with scissors. I just like this method better. I think I need a second swipe on that one. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Then this side. Don't forget to be flush against the ruler and don't let it move, otherwise your lines won't be straight. Not straight lines in a journal are not good. That one didn't cut all the way. Come on. Okay. Get it? Alright. There's one piece. Another thing I think would probably work for this is a guillotine cutter slicer thing. I don't have one of those, but I think that would honestly work pretty well. Make sure you're using firm pressure. On occasion it will need 2 swipes instead of 1, but most of the time you just need 1. You could also stack all of the pieces together and cut them all at once, which I think is what Pam does, but I didn't want to do that. I don't know why I didn't want to do that. That seems a lot easier, but it's fine. Not really a problem. One more swipe. Oh, my ruler moved. It really does help to have the metal ruler with the cork backing, because then it doesn't slip as much. Alright, and there is number 3. Alright, so get rid of these scrap pieces. Alright, so the next step, I'm going to flip my cutting mat over because I don't have a glue space. Well, hang on. Alright, I put down these pages. I have friends that have been getting me scrap paper for this. Alright, so the best way to do this, according to Pam at the Paper Outpost, is to do, since we have 3, is to do cardboard to cardboard and then cardboard to glossy side. She says that's the best way for it to adhere because the cardboard is going to stick better than the glossy side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Ritz box, since it's got these folds in it, I'm going to put it as the middle piece like that and glue it that way. Okay, so let's do this first. All right, and I'm back. Sorry, my SD card ran out of space. I don't have the glue that Pam uses, but I have tacky glue, and I have Elmer's glue, and I have Mod Podge. So I don't know which one to use. Let's do we'll do a combination of these two because I think I'm almost out of tacky glue. So let's start with tacky glue and we'll go from there. Alright, so make sure it's on the end. Alright, so we're just gonna go for it. Make sure you get the corner so it's nice and together. Using a glue like this, it's going to smush out the edges, so just be aware. Alright, make sure we have enough glue. Alright, so like I said, cardboard to cardboard, so just gonna lay that on top of there. Line it up as best as possible, and you can already see it oozing out the sides. Alright. Make sure it is good and smooshed together. We are smooshing, we are getting glue everywhere, both in this piece of cardboard and not. Alright, so then I'm just going to get the glue off the edges. Alright, I don't think this is a great glue for this. Now that I'm actually doing it, I've also come to realize that my pieces don't match up. Alright, can I get this to slide just a little bit? Okay. Alright. One thing you should probably also have nearby is some kind of something to get the glue off your hands whenever you're done messing with it. Trying my best to make sure that it is all together. I'm going to move this out of the way. Stick that on there, and I'm going to get something to wipe my hands off with. I recommend a baby wipe or something, but all that I have right here is a paper towel. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm smushing down the corners here, and then I'm going to just leave it. If glue oozes out, glue oozes out, because I'm afraid it's not going to stay. So for right this second, that's what we're doing. We're just squishing it all together. Okay.